Bonjour. Hola. Bonjour. Konnichiwa. Salve and yasu. Greetings and great afternoon. Welcome, friends and family. Welcome to the graduation celebration of the DeKalb County Fire Rescue Recruit Class 123. Let's give it up for them. My name is Captain Haygood, and I'm honored to host today's ceremony. I ask that you please stand for the presentation of colors with the DeKalb County Fire Rescue Honor Guard.
If you all would join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisibly, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, we'll have our invocation with Deputy Chief McMurray.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here today. I ask you to bow your head for a word of prayer. Dear Father, we thank you for this day, for you have made it. Lord, we thank you for watching over these recruits as they have transitioned to this family. We thank you for all that you have done on this day and continue to do. And we ask these and many more prayers in your Son, Jesus' name. We pray. Amen.
Thank you so much. You can be seated. Now, first I would like to thank the DeKalb County Fire Rescue Honor Guard as well. Now sit back, relax, enjoy as we celebrate. I have a few housekeeping rules before we get started. The bathrooms are outside the doors to your left or to your right. You must take plenty of pictures, and you must be an active audience. Note, today's hashtag is DCFR Class 123. Let me repeat that. Your hashtag for today is DCFR Class 123. And lastly, it's okay if you have tears of joy. They're optional, but highly recommended. I would like to recognize our elected officials for their continued support of DeKalb County Fire Rescue. DeKalb County CEO Michael Thurman, District 1 Commissioner Robert Patrick, District 2 Commissioner Michelle Spears, District 3 Commissioner Larry Johnson, District 4 Commissioner Steve Bradshaw, District 5 Commissioner Merida Davis, District 6 Commissioner Edward Terry, and District 7 Commissioner Lorraine Cochran. Now let me introduce you to your new family. one of the best fire and rescue EMS training academies. Battalion Chief William Roberts. EMS Captain Todd McCullum. Soon to be retired, Captain Scott Stroop. Please stand, I know you're in the audience. Instructor Charles Gray. Instructor Rodney Heindel. Instructor Charlene Jardon. Instructor William Lillard. Instructor retired Instructor Robin Martin. Please stand, you're in the audience. Instructor Rhoda McWilliams. Instructor Mike Morris. Instructor Tiffany Pinkston. Instructor Hans Trotty. And our administrative staff, Ms. Jerry Hopkins and Princella White. I would also like to recognize the DCFR recruiting unit. This unit is tasked to recruit, process, and prepare candidates for an amazing opportunity and begin the journey as a firefighter with one of the best fire departments in the South. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I am part of the recruiting unit, and if you're looking for a job, we are still hiring. I'll be in the lobby with cards. Just see me after the ceremony. Lastly, to the family and friends, thank you for letting us borrow them. Many days they will come home bothered, tired, frustrated, smelling like sweat, and unintentionally ignoring you for the last 40 weeks. We'd like to thank you for your sacrifice. Recruits, please salute your families. Thank you. You may be seated. Class 123 started their journey on January 9th, 2023. For the last 40 weeks, they remained focused, determined, and motivated to get to this moment in time. I seldom ask a candidate, what's your why? From this class, I was told, and I quote, I come from a family of public servants, and it's instilled in me. I'm a new dad. I have a baby girl. I have a purpose. I never walked across the stage for a graduation, and I'm excited that this day is here. One of my favorites was a video that was shared with me of a recruit announcing to his son that he was going to be a firefighter. His son now calls him his hero. These are just a few. Today is graduation day. This weekend will be the first they report on duty on an engine responding to emergency calls. Each of them earned the seat they're sitting in today. All of them have earned the title of firefighter. Today, we will celebrate their achievements. The first 20 weeks in training, studying to become an emergency medical technician, this training focuses on emergency medical assessments, trauma care, CPR certification, completing active shooter awareness, and required them to successfully pass the National Registry, which is required to practice in the state of Georgia. I do have a fun fact. Everyone on this stage has a 100% pass rate. At this time, I would like to bring up Instructor McWilliams for a few words.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you, first of all, for being here. I want to thank everybody, family, friends, and loved ones for the support that you gave these gentlemen. They definitely need it, and they could not have done it without you guys, so give yourselves a hand. Congratulations, 123. Yay! I'm a little excited because I was their EMT instructor, the lead. I also had all the other instructors that helped me, but we were the first ones to see them with the big eyes where they were scared, like, what is really going on? And what is this big book in front of me with medical terms and gory stuff inside? So I'm just excited to see them on the other side. First of all, I would like to thank the other instructors who helped me cover the class from time to time. We kind of tag team, but we're also assigned a class, so all of the instructors that helped me, I'd like to thank you. I also would like to thank my captain who entrusted me with teaching the recruits what they needed to know. Thank you, Captain McCullum. Last but not least, I'd like to make a special thank you to instructor Mike Morris. Can you stand, please? He's what I call the man. Instructor Morris believed in me as an instructor, encouraged me in every aspect of teaching. He pushed me to be better, not only as an instructor, but as a person and a firefighter. And it helped me to let that segue to my students. He doesn't like to be called a mentor, but that's how I see him. He trusts me with my students and allowed me to be creative in my teaching so that they could get what they need and achieve a 100% pass rate. Thank you is just not enough. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So as Captain Haygood said, EMT training was not easy. Is that true, guys? It was not easy. Their course began, as Captain Haygood said, in January, and it ended in May. It was approximately 16 weeks with 8-hour days filled with lecture, reading, and hands-on skills. And if you didn't know what to do, what were we doing again, guys? Reading, and reading, and reading, right? And did I mention reading? Class 123 came in eager to participate in all the class activities, from patient assessment to delivering a baby. They could do it, and they learned a lot. So now, here you are at graduation. Yay! Yay! You all are about to embark on a fulfilling career in public service as firefighters, EMTs, emergency medical technician. I did have a description of it, but my Captain Haygood already explained what an emergency medical technician is. So you are now on the verge of taking on a new responsibility and challenges as EMTs. Class 123, in this career, you will typically show up at a person's worst moment. But I say typically because delivering a baby is a happy moment. So you will have the opportunity to make life better for some of your patients and their families. And in the cases where things don't turn out how we think it should, you will also be there to ease their pain and their grief. As you progress through the career, I want you to remember, first of all, very dear to my heart, be good at your job. Know your job. Be teachable. Listen and follow instruction. Never stop learning. This career is ever changing from fire to EMS. Okay, so never stop learning. Take care of yourself and your crew. That's very important. And as I've always said to you guys, we are a family, correct? A little bit unorthodox, but we are a family and we have to take care of each other. Always do what's in the best interest of your patient and your crew. I'm proud of you guys, Class 123, and I'm confident in the skills and ability as competent EMTs. Enjoy this moment and never forget this moment. Once again, congratulations.
Give me a moment. So we're going to adjust. We erased a little bit. That's okay. 20 more weeks of intense physical and mental training, including daily climbs, crawling through small pipes, learning search and rescue techniques. Cardiac Survival Week were just a few activities. To present for the fire, Instructor Charles Gray.
Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Yeah. You know what I want to do right now? I just want to go, woo-ha. That feels so good. So everybody's doing okay this afternoon? This is a celebration, correct? So let's give it up one more time for this group of fine young men. So I have the honor of presenting some special awards for Class 123. They were a very unique and interesting group of young men, let me say that. But we'll start with the academic awards. When I call your name, I want you to stand up. Dewar, Kimball, Greer, Gissendander. Well, we see who has the most people here. And Mr. Curl. All right. Okay. These are the top 5 academics in this class. Each one of them has an average over 90%. That's pretty amazing. I'll give it up again. All right, so the next names I call, I'm gonna ask y'all to sit down. Dewar, have a seat. Kimball, have a seat. Now, wait a minute, stand back up. Okay, sit down when I call your name. Dewar, have a seat. Kimball, have a seat. Mr. Carroll, have a seat. These are the top 2 in the class. These 2 gentlemen were separated by 7/10 of a point. Amazing. But the one who came out on top was Mr. Greer with 95.97. Come on over, sir. That's all right. Now, this next award is the PCT award, okay? Well, let me back up. Let's talk about the PCT for a second, shall we? All right, so the PCT is a physical test that these gentlemen have to pass before they can leave the fire academy. Let me tell you what it consists of. You have a dummy drag, you have a hose drag, you have a Kaiser sled, you have a hydrant simulation, a roof ladder deployment, tower climb with the high-rise pack to the 5th floor. At the 5th floor, you have a hose hoist. You have to complete the tower climb. After you do the hose hoist to the 7th floor, you come back down, you go to our ceiling simulator, and all that has to be done within 13 minutes. And it covers a distance of about 3/4 of a mile. This is not easy. Not to mention that they are wearing full turnout gear, breathing air during this test. And some of y'all may know it. Matter of fact, do I have any firefighters in the room? I meant to acknowledge you guys first. Any firefighters? Give it up for the firefighters in the room, y'all. You firefighters know that that's not an easy task. But what we came up with a few years ago was this thing called a 7-minute club. So all of these things I mentioned, these 2 names I'm going to call next did it within a 7-minute time frame. That is amazing. It's really tough. So let me get Mr. McDonald to stand up and Mr. Curl to stand up. Now, they both did really, really well. It's amazing what they both did. And they were separated by, what was it, 10 seconds, I believe it is. But the one who came out on top was Mr. Curl. Give it up. Hold on, McDonald. Stand back up. Stand back up. Both of you guys come over here. I have something for you. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over. My man. Good job, sir. Good job, sir. Thank you. Here you go. I don't know whether to keep giving out awards or sing because this lights are, man, this is nice. I like it. All right. Few more. The next award is what I like to call the Exemplary Attitude Award. All right, gentlemen, remember this. Come on, help me out now. Attitude is. Attitude is. Could y'all tell what they said? Attitude is the determining factor, right? In anything you do, particularly as a recruit in the fire academy, your attitude is a premium. That's the most important thing. You don't have to be the strongest. You don't have to be the fastest. But if you have a good attitude and you're willing to do what we ask you to do, you'll do well. So this was a dilemma for me this time, actually for all of us as instructors. Usually we just pick one person, but it was just so hard because I had two guys that were just, wow, just had great attitudes. And it's amazing because they were totally different attitudes, but they were great attitudes. So I couldn't leave either one of them out. I had to acknowledge both of them. So Mr. Waddy and Mr. Morgan, would you please come over? I gotta acknowledge you guys. Two absolutely great guys. And look, the whole class was great, trust me, but those two kind of stood out for us, so. All right, here's another award. This is, well, they used to call it the Lionheart Award, but I like to focus more so on, and I would call it the Perseverance Award, right? Because this is a particular individual that I can remember having many challenges, but they continued to keep pushing even through the challenges. Y'all, that's very important because life is not always going to be easy. And they realize that being in recruit school, life is not easy in recruit school. And there are times when you really just want to go, I'm done, throw in the towel. But this particular person didn't do that. They just kept pushing, kept pushing. Sometimes it was tough. It was tough, but they did it. And this particular individual is Mr. Kennedy Dwar. All right. We all know how important good leadership is, right? And I think we can say sometimes we see a suffrage of good leadership. But let me say this, in DeKalb County, we do not have that problem. I have to say, we have some of the best leadership in fire service, not just in the Southeast, but in the nation. I really believe that. So please give it up for these chiefs up here. And I have to acknowledge that my fire chief, Chief Darnell Fulham, was crowned the Fire Chief of the Year. Was that national or state? Georgia. For the state of Georgia. Man, that is awesome. My fire chief, our fire chief. So, you know, I wish I had something to give you, but I don't. So, leadership is highly important, and it's really important in an environment like the one we're in. Now, in recruit school, we have what you would call squad leaders. And I tell these guys, this group of guys, I said, listen, this is going to be successful only if you put the work in. Because us as instructors, there's only so much we can do. We're limited. But peer to peer, a lot of times these guys have a lot more influence over these guys and can help them learn certain things even better than we can as instructors. So we always have these squad leaders, and I always ask them, do you think you can do this? If you can't, throw in the towel now, no hard feelings, no harm, no foul. But all of these gentlemen said, no, I believe we can do it, and we can do this successfully. So will my squad leaders please come up? Mr. Holston, Mr. Dotson, Mr. Matthews, and Mr. McDonald. Just take it and pass them out later. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. I don't know which one it is. Go for it. So those were the squad leaders. Now, on top of the squad leader, there is a class leader. This person is, for the most part, our hands and feet and kind of our eyes and ears, and every now and then our voice to the whole class. This person has a tremendous job trying to keep a group of guys like this encouraged and moving. And every day is something else they have to do, and it's usually a list this long that needs to get done every day. And our class leader was Mr. Curl. Mr. Carroll, come on up, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Man, this is really great. This is like one of my most favorite parts of recruit class because I get rid of them. No. It's my favorite part because we see the culmination of all the hard work they have done, we have done, and it's just a great time. So I do not like to let the class go without giving them a few final words before they go into ops. Is that all right with y'all? Can I tell y'all, can I say a little something? They know I talk a lot. I talk all the time. So, class 123, here we go. Last class with me, okay? Somebody tell me the three sides of the fire triangle. Fuel, heat, and oxygen. Very good. Give them a hand. They didn't forget. All right. Now, like the fire triangle, I believe that there are three very important characteristics of a firefighter. That's brains, brawn, and heart. Brains, we know what that is. Brawn, that's muscle, that's strength. But heart is that thing that we cannot see, but it's the undercurrent of who you are. And I noticed that with every class, there's like a theme for that class. And for me, the theme for class 123 was heart. These dudes had some heart. I literally went through every name in y'all's list in the class, and I saw that every last one of you had some challenge throughout your training that was notable that you had to push through. And that was pretty amazing to me, that y'all actually are sitting here after some of the challenges you had during recruit school. So I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor. Don't lose that heart. Keep that heart. Think about when it gets tough. I want you to think about the times that you overcame something that you really didn't know if you could overcome it or not. I want you to believe in what's in you. But the only way you can believe in what's in you is if you develop what's in you. So look, this is what you need to do. Get a very clear vision of what you want your future to be. Get a clear vision and then work as hard as you can to get there, and don't give up till you get there. And remember this, there are always two sides to every situation. The things you can change and the things you cannot change. Only focus on the things you can change. Don't even waste time with things you can't change. Focus on what you can change. Man, you guys were awesome. And I just want you to remember this last thing. Attitude is. Thank you.
Thank you, Instructor Gray. At this time, I need the 4 recruits to come up to present.
Good afternoon. I'm Clayton Dodson, proud member of Class 123. I remember on January 9th, at least for myself on the first day, walking into headquarters having no idea what the next 40 weeks had in store for me. It was the first time in my life I can think of where I was nervous and felt the need to be more reserved. And if you know me, that is very, very hard. Just the thought of knowing what I was about to do, starting a brand new venture of becoming a firefighter EMT. It was the experience with medical terminology, anatomy, physiology. We also learned the pre-hospital assessment, CPR, and so much about being a public servant. Then there was the Fire Academy. Mastering putting my fire gear on under 2 minutes, dealing with the controlled chaos of our burn days. Each day was a process, but without the support of all our instructors, our captains, and our battalion chief, none of this would be possible, not to mention the most fun you never want to have again. Class 123, I want to thank you. Oh, sorry. I missed my spot. Class 123 wants to thank you for taking the time to turn complete strangers off the streets into the best firefighters, EMTs that they can be. I want to sign off by thanking my family, my friends, my girlfriend Eliza, my sisters especially. Without you guys not being in my corner, none of this would be possible. And I'm very happy to have 16 new brothers in my life. Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon. My name is James Williams. Thank y'all for coming. I would first like to thank Chief Fulham and his staff for giving us the opportunity to obtain a career as a DeKalb County firefighter. And I say opportunity because that's what it was for the past 40 weeks. We were given an opportunity to be here and receive the best fire training and the best EMS training in the world from the best fire and EMS instructors in the world. From patient assessment to fire suppression, we are well prepared to begin serving our community. We were pushed to achieve things we had no idea we were capable of, both physically and mentally. Like Dawson stated, our instructors taught us many skills to better serve our community and to ensure the safety of our fellow brothers and sisters. We are grateful to receive such an amazing opportunity. We faced many trials along the way, but with the support of one another, we made it here. Supporting one another and building a bond was key in our success during our time at the academy. The strong bond and friendship built amongst our class will last a lifetime. And I want to thank our class leader, Carl, for doing a great job on keeping us together, and our families for supporting us during these times where we were tired and coming home just drained. And I personally would like to thank my parents, my siblings, and my grandparents for believing in me, and thank you for coming.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. So, I could sit here and thank everyone over here that believed in me, but we'd be here all day. I'm really not sure how to say this, but thank you to all of you for taking us in and, teaching us everything you know. That way we can use these skills to give back to your family and my family. And on that topic, one thing my EMS instructor, McWilliams, said to me is that you came here looking for a job and you found a family. And on that topic, we want to solidify our bond with our new family and our new community with this plaque here. I'd like to call Instructor Rodney Heindel to accept the plaque, please.
Thank you. You know it's my last one, right? Yes, sir. Yeah.
And thank you all one more time. I've always wanted to be part of something big like this, and I've always wanted to give myself to other people, and now we can do it for a paycheck. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Now it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the badge pinning. Let me say that again. It's the moment we've been waiting for. So if you've been selected, I'm gonna ask that you start heading to my right, your left. If you were selected by your family member to pin them, if you would just make your way to this side, gentlemen. Now, don't be shy. Remember, somebody's assigned to take pictures, somebody's assigned to videos, somebody can be on the cheerleading squad. This is a family event. All right, if you will refer to your program, we will call in alphabetical order. First up, our class leader, Christopher Carell. Pinning him is his son, Jackson. Jackson, where are you? Do we have Jackson? Where's Jackson? Jackson, his father, Mr. Carell, and grandfather, Mr. Jerry Wayne Bagley. I need to see some cameras. Go ahead. Mr. Carell was the gentleman that showed, that showed the video of his son. He shared that video, so this is the gentleman. Proud of you. Yeah, you can. Recruit Clayton Dotson. Pinning him is his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Dotson. Fire recruit Terrell Gissendanner. Pinning him is his grandmother, Mrs. Walker. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you for the
Good job.
opportunity.
No problem.
Thank you for
This young man is a new father. He's a girl dad. True story. As he was going through the recruiting process, this gentleman wanted to make sure he made every appointment. So I had to schedule his interviews around his maternity appointments. Make it quick, go ahead.
Also, as his EMT instructor, my birthday is February 17th, and I told him that baby was going to come on my birthday, and she came a day before.
Fire recruit Jacory Greer. Pinning him is his grandmother, Mrs. Lockett. Thank you, Mrs. Lockett. He said there was several conversations to get you on this stage, so thank you very much. Andrew Herndon. Pinning him today will be his wife, Mrs. Herndon. Recruit Marche Holston. Pinning him today is his mother, Mrs. Appling. Fire recruit Dylan Kennedy Dewar. Pinning him today will be his mother, Mrs. Kennedy, and his little sister. Fire recruit Christopher Kimball. Pinning him today is Mrs. Kimball, his mother, and his best friend, Mark. Fire recruit Jack McDonald. Pinning him today is his wife, Mrs. McDonald, and grandfather, Peter Wilcox. No, he's going to have to bring in Toby. Fire recruit Jair Matthews. Pinning him today is his fiancee, Mariah Posey. Fire recruit Julian Morgan. Pinning him today are his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ibrahim. He made it. Good job, good job.
Thank you so much.
Fire recruit Thomas Shaughnessy. Pinning him today is his girlfriend, Sabrina Collins. Mr. Shaughnessy just told me a few days ago that this is his first time walking across stage, so this is very special to him. You did it. Fire recruit Brendan Smith. Pinning him today is his wife, Mrs. Green. Fire recruit Celine Tobin. Pinning him today will be his mother, Mrs. Lena, and father, Mr. Tobin. Mrs. Lena, I was not going to mess up your last name, so I'm just going to call you Mrs. Lena. Fire recruit, Jack Waddy. It's okay. It's okay. Pinning him today are his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Waddy. Fire recruit Kenneth Turner. Pinning him today is his grandmother, Mrs. Walton, and his girlfriend, Kylie Durham. Last but not least, I believe he is the youngest in the group. Yes. Baby Shark. I was waiting for the nickname. Fire recruit James Williams. Pinning him today are his little sisters, Aria and Ariane. He had a birthday and he's legally 19. Still not legal to do anything, but he's legally 19. He wanted to tell us he was the proud big brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You all may be seated. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Is that all y'all got? We're almost there. We're almost there. It is my honor to introduce our Fire Chief, Darnell Fulham. Chief Fulham has over 35 years of experience in the fire service. He joined DeKalb County Fire Rescue in 2014 and has worked hard to improve every aspect of our organization. He believes a well-trained community-based fire department will best serve the citizens of DeKalb. Chief Fulham, and as Instructor Gray mentioned before, we're proud to say that Chief Fulham was recently recognized as a 2023 Georgia Fire Chief of the Year. Chief Darnell Fulham.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Well, I think we had a first in this graduation. I think we had our first cowbell. I don't think we've had a cowbell. Ring it. I like that. Our first cowbell. Well, first of all, let me say this. I have to just thank a few folks. They were recognized earlier, but I want to recognize them as well. To our CEO, Michael Thurman, to the Board of Commissioners who do support us in every effort that we bring forth to them. Thank you to them. To our Public Safety Director who's unable to be here today, who loves these events, but is unable to be here, Jack Lumpkin. And then it was mentioned this great training staff. You've heard it said over and over again, but they truly are the finest in the nation. So thank you for what you do. If you can, please give them a hand. And I do want to recognize those, you heard it stated, that we do have a few of the instructors that this is actually their last class. And so I know it's bittersweet for them, but I want them to stand so we can give them a hand one more time. To Chief Roberts, who's done an outstanding job leading the team. To Captain Stroop, who's out in the audience. And Instructor Heindel, just keep standing. This is your last one too, sir, is it not? Yeah. He may not look like it, but he's smiling right now. That's my man. But thank you all for what you all have done. They pour truly their blood, their sweat, their time. You heard it from Instructor Gray. They really do pour into these recruits. It takes so much to get them to this day. We see them when they're raw clay. It was mentioned by the instructors, or excuse me, by the students that came up here. They're nervous. They get this super thick book. They don't know exactly what they've gotten themselves into. But these fine folks lead them through. So thank you so much. Enjoy your retirement. I haven't signed the paperwork yet. So, you know, you can always undo it. Just come see me after the graduation. You may have a seat. Thank you, folks. To the families, I want to say thank you as well. It was mentioned, we understand that you have to endure along with the recruits over these 40 weeks. There's plenty of times that they cannot be at events. I'll speak about it a little bit later, but you know, there's been some Saturdays that they had to take time away from family in order to provide for our citizens. But we want to thank you for what you have done. Now, realize now they're going to be gone every third day, right, for 24 hours, and that is a huge change. But thank you to the families. If we can, recruits, one more time, give them a hand for what they have done. And so I always say this, I'm at the end, and I think I'm at the end for a reason, because they know that you all are probably about tired of hearing people talk. And so that forces me to be short, right? So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to be up here long, but I want to speak to these recruits. I had a chance to meet with them yesterday, and I talked about a lot about their career now that they are getting ready to bridge over. And I said a lot of things, and I said to them, I actually said this to them, I said, I'm probably going to be repeating a lot of those things today now on stage. But actually instead, what I'm going to do is say what I believe. And so what I believe is that you have chosen well, the profession well. You will soon serve as one of the few willing to assist the community when it needs help that no one else can deliver. I believe you are well-trained and knowledgeable to serve as firefighters, but not only firefighters, and forgive me for those firefighters from other departments out here in the audience, but DeKalb County Fire Rescue Firefighters. I believe you are prepared to give of yourself to serve others as public servants as demonstrated by the willingness to provide hundreds of boxes of food to needy citizens during the food distributions on those Saturdays I mentioned. I want to give you a hand again for doing that. I believe you are committed to mastering the art of perfecting your craft, taking steps to learn new skills and discovering opportunities to advance your knowledge. I believe you are committed to the safety of others and yourself, not taking unnecessary risk. You will understand the inherent dangers of the job while not engaging in risky behavior. I believe you are ready to carry out the mission of the department to provide our community with the highest level of life and property protection, risk reduction, and emergency response with a commitment to superior customer service, professionalism, and safety. And finally, and most importantly, I believe in you. I believe you are ready. Congratulations, job well done. God bless you, your families, and this department. Thank you. Now I have the pleasure of giving them our loyalty oath, so I'm going to ask them to stand. I might need my glasses for this one. Okay, if you will raise your right hand, you can put those helmets down. You'll need them Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will perform the duties as a firefighter of the DeKalb County Fire Rescue Department to the best of my skill and ability, and that I will not let personal or political influence or prejudice alter my official conduct to the slightest degree. I will always remember that I'm a public servant. I will perform my duties to the best of my ability in any capacity or section which will serve the best interests of DeKalb County Fire Rescue and the citizens of DeKalb County. I further promise and swear I will uphold the Constitution of the State of Georgia and of the United States of America to the best of my ability. Congratulations, firefighters.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's a white people thing.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?